Okay, good morning. So let's start with today's lecture. Uh, Let me just recap what we have done so far because there was a gap of 3 days in between. So let me quickly just brush up what we have done. In the previous lecture, we saw how we can construct regular expressions and how we can convert those regular expressions into finite automata, right? We saw how to construct diagrams for regular expressions. We saw few of the expressions. We saw few of the basic fundamental formulas that we should follow while constructing a finite automata. So in this lecture onwards, to start with this lecture, I will give some basic problems which you have already done so far. It will just be a recap. We'll do it step by step so that if I have gone a little faster in the previous lectures, that can be covered up over here. So I will give some 6 to 7 problems today. We'll solve each one of them in detail, step by step, so that if at all you're having any issues converting an RE into FA, that will be solved over here. Okay, so let's start today's lecture with a very basic sort of a problem which we have already done. This is in front of you. You have to convert this regular expression into an RE. Now you know how to do this, right? So what we have to do is very first thing is whenever you face such a problem, try to break it into parts. In this case, it is already a single expression. We are having just a single bracket. So what we can replace this as, it can be termed as it can be termed as A closure, capital A. Okay, where capital A is nothing but A plus B. Clear? So what we need to do is we need to break each and every expression into subsequent parts. If we are having multiple brackets, if we are having multiple expressions, then according to that, we have to break our regular expression into subsequent parts. So over here, we need to convert this A closure into a finite automata. So how to proceed? As I have told you, there are n number of ways in which you can solve it. I'm going to follow my particular way, okay, which is expected in the university. So you can opt this, or even if you're having a simpler solution, you can go with that, no issues. Okay. So very first thing is it is A plus B, or I can say that capital A is already I have written capital A is A plus B. It is nothing but A or B, right? Or I can say A or B. Both of these have the same meaning, right? Any doubts so far? Okay. So we can continue ahead. I'm going to go slow today in this lecture. I'm going to cover each and every step one by one so that even if you are having any issues, that can be solved. Okay. So let's move ahead. It is A plus B, and the entire thing ka closure we have to make. That is capital A ka closure. Okay. So whenever you are having such a situation where it is either A or B, we know that very first thing is you have to start with the start state. You can give names later on. I'm simply making the circles over here. Okay. Now I know that one path should accept small a and the other path should accept small b. So for that, I know that I have to make two transitions. One path for small a and the other path for small b. Am I correct over here? So far, have you got the understanding? One path will be used to accept a, other path will be used to accept small b. So I am simply making the states over here, right? Now, these are intermediate states. Over here, these are intermediate states which can be reached by accepting epsilon. Now, in the previous lecture, also people were asking why we are doing this extra added complexity. Because see, this is we are constructing a finite automata which can be either a FA or an NFA. It can be either DFA or an NFA. So we are not sure whether which this particular diagram means a DFA or an NFA. So we are constructing a general diagram. It can be either termed as an NFA or a DFA later on. Okay. So what exactly I mean is from the start state, initial state, we have two options. Either we can accept small a or we can accept small b. So you can construct this path, the upper path, accept small a, and the lower path to accept small b. Okay. So once after accepting a small a, or a small b, we have to move our machine to a state which can be termed as an accepting state. Okay, clear with this? Yes or no? So once we accept small a and small b, we have to again move to a state without taking any more inputs. Clear? So whenever we make a transition without taking any inputs, that has to be with the help of epsilon transitions only. Clear? So basically, we are making a transition to another temporary state, but we are not taking any inputs. That is why we mention epsilon over here. Clear with this? So what sort of a diagram is this? What sort of an FA is this? First of all, it is an NFA, right? And second, what is it accepting? What is it accepting? Obviously, it is an epsilon NFA. In general, I have written NFA. What sort of a regular expression is it accepting so far? Correct. It is accepting A plus B. A or B. Correct. Both are correct. But in the question, it has been asked that we have to go for A plus B closure. Yes. So for A plus B closure, keep this in mind whenever anything is raised to power a closure. For example, over here, it is A raised to closure. We need to add one state before the particular string is formed and one state after the string has formed. Clear? Why so? Because as we know that whenever we are talking about a closure, it can also mean that the machine can come to a halt even accepting epsilon values as input. Correct? We have done this n number of times in the past also. So that is what I'm going to follow. You have to add one state at the beginning and one state at the end. And this particular state will be your final state. Why so? Now transitions are left. I have not drawn yet. See over here, this is your A plus B. But we want a machine to accept A plus B closure. So for that purpose, what we do is we have to make a transition, first transition back to the state from where we have started accepting A plus B. Yes. So what we are going to do once we have constructed this A plus B, we have to go back to the state which is actually accepting A plus B. That is this particular state. Yes or no? Clear with this? Kindly let me know. This is nothing but a loop because it is A plus B closure. So it can be n number of A plus B's involved, right? So we have to go back with the help of an epsilon. Next up, we have to also consider the case where the value could be epsilon also as the input and it will directly go to the final state because A closure or A star is nothing but something like this. Correct? So the machine will also accept epsilon as the only input and it can go to the final state, or it can accept n number of loops of capital A and go to the final state. In this case, our capital A is A plus B, small a plus small b, right? So I have replaced that with a capital A for better understanding. Okay. Next up, we need to add this transition from the actual start state to the final state directly, which will be with the help of an epsilon transition. Correct? We have to add the remaining epsilons over here, and then this particular diagram will be complete. So did you understand how to construct these sort of problems? Whenever we are having A plus B or A or B, we have to divide our path. One path will accept A, other path will accept B, and then we have to also add the epsilon input also. Clear? That is what we have done. You can later on add numbers to these states to make it complete. It is Q0, Q1, Q2. Okay, let's make a habit. Whenever we are making a transition, something like this, whenever we are making divisions, always start like this. Q1 over here, then name the upper part and then come to the lower part. So it will be Q1, Q2, Q3, and then come back over here, Q4, Q5, and Q6, finally Q7. Clear? Why I'm telling you to do it like this, because in the future we are going to solve some problems where we have to follow a particular diagram and then convert that diagram into a table. So in that case, each of you, if you're having different numbers or names for the states, it will be a lot of confusion for me to teach you because all of you might be having different set of tables. So to come to a common grounds, I'm asking you to do it like this. Okay, whenever we are making separation, whenever we are making intersections, always name the upper path first and then the lower path. Okay, and then come to the intersection and then move ahead. Clear with this? So is the diagram clear? Can we move ahead? Basically, this was a small diagram which you need to first of all mention what is this capital A. In this case, I have only one term, that is small a plus small b, so I have written it as capital A. In the next section, you're going to see there are multiple terms. You have to divide that into capital A, capital B, or whatever you wish. Okay, so basically, I'm doing this to make you understand what exactly we're trying to do. Okay, so let's move ahead with the next problem. Kindly let me know if this is clear, then only I can move ahead. Okay, you can draw the diagram or take the screenshots if you wish. Okay, thank you so much. So I will try to focus on 6 or 7 problems for the day, or if required more. Okay, depending upon how much you are grasping. This will make things much clearer how to construct such problems. Okay, this is your problem number 2. If you're having a notebooks, then it's really very good. You can solve it along with me. Problem number 2 is 0 plus 1 closure 1 0. What you can do is you can consider this as your first part and this as your second part, or it's up to you entirely. You can consider the single 0 over here as your A, this as your B, and this as your C. Okay, I'm just asking you to break them into parts and then at the end combine them. So basically, this entire expression gets converted into something like this, right? So it becomes easy for you to read it. It becomes easy for you to understand it. There's a dot in between. If you even omit the dot, it's no issues. So it's basically I'm converting the entire regular expression into a simpler sub expression. So it is basically A dot B closure C. Clear with this? So now construct regular expressions for each of these parts and then combine them together. This is what we do for a 10 marks question. Okay. The previous lecture I had shown you how to construct the diagrams, but now I'm doing it from an exam point of view, where we need to actually convert this into subsequent sections and draw diagrams separately for each of those sections, and at the end combine them. Okay, so this is your step number 1. The steps may vary because we are having multiple sub expressions over here. So you can write RE for A. You can write RE for A. And what is A? A is nothing but 0. So mention it over here. A is equal to 0. Clear? Now draw the RE for 0. Obviously, you know RE for 0 is nothing but something like this, right? We are only considering a 0. That is why we have shown the final state also. Okay. Step number 2. I'm going step by step. If you're done, you can just check your answers whenever I complete this question. Second is RE for, what was the next value? 0 plus 1 closure. Okay. 0 plus 1 closure. Or you can simply write it as B. What is B? B is equal to 0 plus 1 closure. Now you have to draw the diagram for this. Okay. To start something like this, it is a closure, so make sure that you have one state at the beginning and the other state at the end. So this is that one state in the beginning. Okay. So it is 0 plus 1 closure. We have done the similar kind of a problem over here. This is epsilon. This is epsilon. In this state, we are going to accept 0. In this state, we are going to accept 1. Combine them together, and that will be your final state for this particular RE. Sorry, this closure, right? This state and this state will be your final state, correct? So now just show the transitions. It is epsilon and it is one more epsilon. Clear with this? It is 0 plus 1 closure. and I guess one more value is remaining, that is C. C is 10. So step number 3 is RE for C. C is equal to 10. So draw it again. It is 1 followed by 0. That is your final state. Okay. So now we have got these three diagrams and we need to add them according to the question. So we have got step 1, step 2, and step 3. Now there is only dot product in between all of these expressions. So simply combine them all together, right? So I will start with this. This is your step number 4, final diagram. Final FA. Step 4, final FA. Okay. So first thing was 0. Okay. So I will start with a start state over here, 0. But this time there won't be any final state because now we have started to combine them together. Now what else? This step 2 is starting from epsilon. So what I can do is this particular state over here can be the last state of this diagram. That is this particular state. Are you understanding what I'm saying? You have to simply add them one after the other. You don't need one more extra state. So this particular state from here, this diagram can begin. So what I can do is, for saving time, I'm simply copying this diagram. Okay, and I will paste it over here. Otherwise, the same thing I would have to repeat. So I'm not repeating that. So what I can do is I can remove uh, this state. Okay. Let me draw the first state once again to make things clear. What was it? It is 0. Okay. Okay. So now, did you understand what I did exactly? I simply copied it and pasted it over here. So this is your first part, that is 0. This is your second part, that is B. And now we need to add the third part, that is C. C is nothing but this particular thing, 1, 0. So I will simply add it at the end. Kindly get rid of this final state. Okay. So from this state, it is 1 and 0 over here. And this is my final state. So did you understand how we constructed this problem? We first of all divided this into subsequent parts. In this case, there were three parts. We combined them together and then got the final answer. Clear with this? Kindly let me know. There was dot products in between. So it is nothing but A dot B dot C. A dot B closure dot C. Something like this. A dot B dot C. Yeah. Clear with this? So now let's count the number of states as Ayush had already written 10 states. Let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm getting 11 states. Kindly let me know any mistakes from your side or my side. I'm getting it in 11 states. What about you all? Kindly let me know. Are you following the same diagram or is there any changes? 11 states. Because over here you can see that we cannot combine this state. Yes or no? We can't combine this with this because otherwise the entire meaning of the question will change. It is 0 followed by the next term followed by the next term. So there is a dot product in between. We can't combine this. Otherwise, you would say that I can write it like this 0 over here, and from that state can we begin? No, because we need one more state which will directly accept the epsilon into the final state, right? This is that state I'm talking about. We need that state also. Correct, this transition. So we can't carry the transition from directly from the state where 0 is being accepted. We need that one part once again. Dimit, what exactly do you want me to explain? Kindly let me know. Explain the splitting again. Which kind? This splitting. Okay. See, I will explain with this diagram. This will be really simple. What exactly happens is, yes, I will come back to you. Plus, please let me explain this first. First of all, we need to construct three subsequent parts, A, B, and C, for three sections, this, and this. Okay, they are having the dot products in between, right? So basically, we need to append one after the other. So we have constructed this first part, 0, second part, 0 plus 1 closure, and third part, 1, 0. Now we need to add them up. Now, how to add them up? It is very simple. What we need to do is, we simply need to draw the diagram for this, correct, this diagram, and then after this particular section we need to add the entire diagram which is present over here. Okay, so I have simply drawn the entire diagram once again, something like this. Okay, combine them together, this will be the final state for that diagram. And after that we came to know that, sorry, let me complete this structure, otherwise you will be confused. And after that we came to know that we have one more subsequent section, C. So C is nothing but 1, 0, and this is the final state. So this is how we construct all these diagrams one after the other. मैं एक ही step में पूरा का पूरा diagram बना सकता था, but again it comes for 10 marks. So if you draw only the diagram directly, you won't get marks. Okay, that's why we need to divide it into subsequent sections and then combine them together. Okay, now let me get back to Yash's doubt. Can we combine Q7 with Q8? Let me first of all number the states. Okay, I've not numbered yet. So it is basically Q0, Q1, I'm simply writing the numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm starting with Q0, so it is 11 states. Okay, so now according to you, is the state value correct? You're asking me about Q7 and Q8. Okay, so yes, we cannot combine them. Why? Because see over here, again, I'm explaining once again. If we try to combine Q7 with Q8 or Q1 with Q2, what will happen? We are talking about closures. Okay, so we can even accept the machine directly. We can even accept the inputs directly from state 1 to state 8. Why? Because we can even accept epsilons. So if we combine 1 with 2 and 7 with 8, we won't have states which are specific for accepting epsilons. You're understanding what I'm trying to say? So basically we are adding states for accepting epsilons. That is Q1 state to Q2 state is for, sorry, Q1 to Q8 is for accepting epsilon directly into final state, and Q1 to Q2 is for making the machine move to a temporary state where it can start accepting the zeros and ones. That is why we can't combine them, otherwise the entire logic may suffer. Okay, let me give you an example. The question was something like this: 0 to aayega hi, followed by 0 plus 1 closure, 1 0. This is your question, right? So an example could be like this also: 0 dot epsilon dot 1 0. This is also accepted, right? So we need to construct the machine in such a way that even this symbol is also accepted. So if we combine this particular state 1 and 2, that particular thing will automatically omitted and our machine's logic will fail. That's why we have added this particular state 1 to 2 temporarily to accept the epsilons, and similarly 1 to 8 for moving the machine to the final state. Am I clear with this? Let me know. Okay. So basically इतना समझ के चलो हर बार it's a thumb rule whenever you are having that closure. For example, this 0 plus 1 closure, हमेशा एक स्टेट पहले ऐड करना है और हमेशा एक स्टेट बाद में ऐड करना है जो फाइनल स्टेट तक जाएगा. क्लियर? इतना दिमाग में लेके चलो बस, और कुछ नहीं. बहुत सबसे सबसे सिंपल शॉर्टकट है वो. Whenever you are having closures, add one state at the beginning, add one state at the end. That's it. Clear? Okay, now let me get back to Pratik's question. Can you explain why we move from Q7 to Q2? Pratik, it's a loop, right? It's a closure. So we can have n number of zeros and ones. It's 0 plus 1 closure, right? So we can't have the machine, we can't stop the machine just after accepting a single 0 or single 1. So that's why we are making a transition back to 2 from where we can again start accepting either zeros or ones n number of times. Because it's a closure, it can be raised to power 100 also. So the machine can loop back 100 times and then take the next input. Clear? So am I clear with this explanation? I'm intentionally going slow. ये समझ गए तो आगे बहुत क्लियर हो जाएगा आपके लिए नेक्स्ट डायग्राम्स बनाना. For 0 epsilon 1 0 it will accept. Yeah, it will accept, right? Because let me show you. 0 will be accepted over here. If I encounter epsilon directly, the machine will move to 8 and then again 1 0. So it will even accept 0 epsilon 1 0. That is why what that is the significance of this closure, right? That is why we have added this particular state so that the machine don't stop in between and keeps on moving to the final state. Clear? Okay. That is what we do for closures. Am I clear? Can I move ahead? Can you let me know? That is why it is an NFA, Ayush. That is why we call it as an NFA, right? The machine has to decide whether it will move to state number 2 or state number 8. It will move in both the states. It will first of all move to 2 and then check whether it's going to accept the input or not. Obviously, it will fail if it moves to state 2. Then it goes back to the other state, which is state 8. That is why it's a non-deterministic finite automata, right? The machine has to make both the transitions and then check which particular path is leading it to the final state. Clear? Okay. So let's move ahead with question number 3. Okay. This is an interesting question. Try to do it on your own first. It is A closure plus B closure ka whole closure. Very interesting question. We have uh, three sections we can say. This can be your A part, this can be your B part, and the entire thing as your C. Yes? So it's basically up to you how you want to divide your main regular expression into subsequent regular expressions. It is nothing but A closure plus B closure ka entire capital C closure. Right? I can also rephrase it as something like this. A plus B ka whole closure. Just to make it simple. Clear? So start solving it and let me know if you're getting the answer properly or not. I'm writing the question once again over here. I'm rephrasing it. This is how you need to draw it in the exam. This is how to divide wherever you're writing in the exam. Okay. But you have to properly mention which is the subsequent variable you're taking. Always consider the capital letters as your variables. Okay. Store them in those variables and then solve it. And at the end, finally draw the complete diagram. It's very simple. Just go with the logic which I have shown you already so far. Just stick to the logic and it will be very simple for you to construct such a diagram. Just take some time, 2 minutes, to think upon the logic, draw the diagram. Obviously, you can draw it directly, but in the exam, you have to break it into subsequent parts and then solve it. Okay, how to start? Very simple. A closure, B closure, दोनों के बीच में plus है, and then C. Okay, let's check how many states. Again, we have to match. I'm first of all drawing the A section. Now pay attention, I'm drawing A closure. You know how to draw A closure. Again, Pratik, kindly pay attention. This will clear your doubt if you're having your doubt still. It will clear it. We are drawing A closure. So in this state, we are accepting A and going back to accept every number of A's because it's a loop. Okay? So this is your A closure. Similarly, draw B closure. Just check how I'm drawing it in the exam also. This is B. Just have a look at the arrows properly. Don't mess up with the arrows. Otherwise, straight away you will get 0 marks. Incoming and outgoing have their own meaning. So don't mess up with the meanings. Okay. So this is A closure, B closure. Now have a look. The question is asking A closure plus B closure. That is why I have drawn it one above the other. Yes or no? Because we know that there has to be some kind of an addition, that is or. That is why I have drawn it like this. Because at the end मुझे combine करना है सबको. It is A closure plus B closure, right? So this is A closure plus B closure. Is it clear? Is it fine? Anything else left? Obviously the epsilons are left. What else? A closure plus B closure समझा सबको. Directly मैंने बनाया step by step. This is your step number one. This is your step number two. And now we need to combine them. उसका वापस से closure लेना है, and that will be your C, right? So if you follow, if you have followed me so far, I have always told you that whenever we are having this closure, add one state at the beginning and add one state at the end. And this particular state is your final state. So now draw the transitions back from here to here. Why so? Because we want to make the things loop again. So it is epsilon and final thing from here to here again and epsilon. Clear with this? Any doubts with this explanation? Kindly let me know. I hope this should be clear till now. बस अब बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स कर लिए हम लोगों ने, अभी तो डाउट नहीं होना चाहिए. Let me count the number of states. It is sorry, I'm starting with zero. Make a habit of starting with zero as the start state. One, two, three, four, five. Come back to this. Six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11. So in total, 12 states. Correct. So all of you are correct who have given the answer as 12 states. So kindly verify your answers. Kindly match your answers with mine. Those who are having doubts still can ask me. Okay, if you're having any doubts how we came to this conclusion, how I drew this diagram so quickly. Even in fact, you can draw the diagrams quickly with practice. Q2 to Q5. Okay, let me check. Q2 to Q5. Ah, sorry, banana bhul gaya. Sorry, yeah. It is a closure, right? I forgot to add the transitions over here. Thank you for pointing out. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I forgot to draw the diagrams. Now it's clear, I guess. Yeah, correct. I actually forgot the epsilons from 2 to 5 and 6 to 9. Thanks for pointing out. So this is your final diagram. Any doubts so far? Any more additions I forgot? Epsilon लिखना भूल जाता हूँ. So kindly add those. Okay, exam में भी ऐसा भूलना मत. Whenever there is no inputs, kindly add the epsilons over there. This is a final answer, 12 states. So in the exam, you have to split it into various parts. It depends on you how many splits you want, A, B, C in my case, because basically this is one part, as you can see. It's clearly evident that it's a closure, so I can take this as one part, again this as second part, and the total ka closure as third part. Clear? So that is what I have done. So let's move ahead with problem number 4. This is a lengthy one. So accordingly, you have to make the splits. Uh, Yash, what exactly happens is if you draw this diagram directly, it might be treated as you have copied from the person sitting in front of you, or you have asked basically you have asked the question from someone else and drawn it, copied it. So that is why it is important to show the logic, what exactly you are following, and that is why I have asked you to show the splits and do it in steps. Otherwise, ये एक ही step में answer आ जाएगा, इसके full 10 marks नहीं मिलेंगे आपको. So that is why try to make it step by step, because again it's based on maths sort of form, maths sort of funda. Steps के marks है, so each and every step carries marks. So now dividing it into multiple steps, it's up to you how many steps you want and how many splits you want. That is what I have told at the very beginning of this lecture. The splitting is up to you. Okay, so don't draw the diagram directly. Otherwise, out of 10, you might get maximum 5 or 6 marks. Your entire efforts will go in vain. So stick with the splitting. At the worst, if you're having very less time and you still want to solve this question, then you can go with this. At least something is better than nothing, right? But stick to splitting whenever you are having time and want all the complete 10 marks. Okay. So let's stick with this. Problem number 4. Try to understand the problem. There is an or in between. So I can say that this is your first part, this is my second, and this is my third. Okay, so accordingly, you have to split it. I will draw the diagram directly. You have to compare it with my diagram, and then we can move ahead. Okay, at the end, kindly let me know how many states you're getting. I will simply draw it directly. Okay, it is AB plus BA ka closure, then AA followed by AA plus BB ka closure. Okay, I'm just giving the structure. I'm not drawing the complete diagram. It's a straightforward diagram. In fact, repetitive है बहुत. This is what I have got. Okay, let's count the number of states. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, or 22. Let me check. 21. Correct. So kindly cross check. I have just shown the structure. Just complete the diagram. In the exam, obviously, it will be a huge diagram. So you can draw it in the landscape mode. Okay. Just turn over the paper, the answer book, and draw it in your landscape mode, because it won't be, it would be very small if you try to fit it inside your portrait orientation of your paper. So draw it in landscape mode, and that will be your final answer. Try to do it on your own and then check with my answer. I'm getting it in 21 states. The next few problems will involve even more number of states. So be prepared mentally. This is having 21 states. Obviously, we are going to learn how to convert, how to minimize such an NFA with epsilon into NFA without epsilon. But that is a section which we are going to cover later. So don't worry कि इतना सारा states आ गया तो machine कैसे solve करेगा. No issues with that. We are also going to learn how to minimize this epsilon NFA into an NFA without epsilons. Okay, so that will make our machines more efficient, and we will see how to get rid of these extra epsilon values. Right now, I have told you that we need these epsilons. Obviously, we are going to need it, but later on, we will see how to merge them up with different states and how to get rid of those extra epsilons. Correct? So don't get confused. अभी double minded मत हो कि इतने सारे states है तो machine कैसे काम करेगा. It's very simple. No issues with that. We can convert that into machines or NFAs without epsilon later on. Okay, that's actually part of chapter number 1. But you only tell me if you are not aware of how these epsilon diagrams are drawn. Would you be in a position to convert that? Obviously, no. So that's why I have started with chapter number 2, and then we can simply go back to chapter number 1 and complete those remaining topics. So, am I clear with this? Is the diagram clear to you? I have not drawn the entire diagram, I have simply drawn the structure. If you are well aware of the structure, you can simply obviously add the numberings, add the states, and complete the diagram on your own. Clear with this? What about others? We are still doing. Okay. Try to complete it. Clear? It's very simple actually. Only logic is just keep in mind the closures. Closures are very important. People end up doing mistakes in closures. एक चीज ध्यान रखो, even if you're having an extra state, that is no issue, but don't skip a state. यहाँ पे 21 की जगह 22 भी अगर होता, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इसके बीच में अगर मैंने एक और एप्सिलॉन ऐड कर दिया होता तो भी वो गलत नहीं होता. बट if you skip this epsilon over here, you skip this epsilon over here and completed the answer in 20 states, that would have been wrong. Okay, you can add n number of epsilons in between, that is still acceptable, but don't skip the minimum number of states that should be present. Clear? 21 का 24 हो सकता है तीन एक्स्ट्रा एप्सिलॉन्स ऐड करके, 21 का 19 नहीं हो सकता. Clear? So let's move ahead with the next problem. If you're having any doubts, can you let me know? I can slow down. This is our next problem. Simple one. Try to complete this. Intentionally, I have given n number of problems in today's lecture. So अगर पिछली lectures का कुछ miss हुआ रहेगा, you can complete this in today's lecture because I have repeated almost everything that we have done in the previous lecture. Just the problems are different. Problems are trickier. That's it. Okay, try to solve it. It's up to you how many sections you want to break this into. I can clearly see three sections. It's up to you, or you can say two sections. Can combine these together, whatever you wish. Just make sure there is a plus in between. Whenever you have plus, your two statements should come one after or one above the other, as we saw in the previous case. It will be simply something like this, and then they will get combined, right? So the structure would be like this. Clear? So there is a plus in between, so you have to split it up. Keep this in mind. Two, three things. Wherever there is a plus, you have to split it up, upper section, lower section. Whenever you have a closure, you have to add one state at the beginning, one state at the end. These are some simple thumb rules you have to follow for successfully completing these problems. Very simple it is. Just logic है और कुछ नहीं. Yes, we got 21 states. Just check the answer. Just take a minute, check the answer, then I will go back to the next problem. I guess you might have combined one of those epsilon states together. That's why you're getting 21 states. Sorry, 20 states. In our case, we got in 21 states. Kindly check the answer once again. The numberings, if possible. What about others? Others got in 21 or 20. Kindly let me know. Yeah, you didn't count the zeroth state. Correct. Because we start from zero, right? So 0 to 20, that is 21 states. Okay. So stick with this. No issues. So complete this diagram. It is 1 0 plus zeros plus 1, whatever it is. So I'm just showing the structure. As we know that this having a plus in between, so there will be a split. Okay, a split like this. First part will be for 1 0, so it is 1, then a 0. In the exam, don't draw it like this. Huh? You have to construct the entire diagram. I'm just for time saving purpose, I'm just drawing the structure. Okay. It is 1 0. It's combined over here. And the lower half is all about 0 plus 1 1, 0 1 closure. So the lower half will be a little much bigger. So let me start with the lower half because it's a bigger expression. Okay, and then accordingly I can resize the upper expression. It is 0 plus 1 1. Okay, so again there would be a split. This is little trickier. It is 0 plus 1 1, 0 plus 1 1. This is 0 plus 1 1 followed by 0 closure 1. Okay, followed by 0 closure 1. The lower half is done. Let's complete the upper half, which is 1 0. I guess it's complete now. Obviously, it's a trickier problem. Just check your answers. This is what I got. If you're remotely closer to any diagram, something like this, kindly let me know. First of all, understand the problem. It is 1 0 plus 0 plus 1 1. So wherever there is a plus, there has to be a split, right? So the first thing is over here, this was 0 plus, sorry, it was, 1 0. So this particular section is for 1 0. This section is for 0 plus 1 1. And this section is for 0 closure 1. Okay. Is it clear? Because these the lower half is important, lower section is most important. You might make some mistake over here. Kindly pay attention, you might make mistake over here. That is the most probable position where you are prone to make mistakes. Otherwise everything is very simple. It's kind of tricky, nothing else. This will be my final state, so let me count how many states I have. Go through this diagram properly. It's little tricky to understand, but if you are good at logic, you will be able to draw this diagram. Again, the sections are very simple. The upper section is 1 0. The lower section is most important, the bigger one, that is 0 plus 1 1, followed by 0 closure 1. Clear? Let's count. 15 states or 16 states. I'm getting 15, I guess. Okay, let me check. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 states. Isha, yours is 16 or 15. Kindly make sure. Others are getting in 15 states. Even I'm getting in 15 states. So kindly let me know what about others. Kindly solve this up. No issues. You can take 2 minutes more and try to solve this. I got it in 15 states, and this is the absolute perfect answer. You can have more states, as I told you. You can add one extra. You might have added one extra epsilon over here. That's okay. That's no issues. But don't skip that epsilon. So it cannot be 14 states. It can be 16 states. But perfect answer is 15. Okay. So is the diagram clear? Obviously, it's a little trickier, intimidating sort of diagram, but it follows our logic, right? Kindly let me know if you're comfortable solving these problems because ऐसे ही problems आगे आने वाले हैं. So you have to do a lot of practice. If you want, I can give you 4 or 5 questions for tomorrow. You have free time. You can do it in the entire day whenever you wish. You can practice on those problems. I will give you 4 to 5 different problems of different skill sets. You can practice those. I will drop it in Google Classroom. Complete those by the day end tomorrow. It will be clear, I guess. Kindly let me know if you want more problems for tomorrow. आज तो कर ही रहे हैं हम लोग. Okay. 15 states, perfect answer. If you're having 14, it's wrong. If you have it in 16 states, it's still correct. No marks will be deducted for that, but don't go for 14. Yeah, I will give questions tomorrow. You can submit by Monday, no issues. Just practice it because Monday we're having lectures from 10 to 11. We can solve those problems again. Okay. So if you're done with this, kindly let me know. I can move ahead with the next problem. Okay. Thank you so much. So let's move ahead. Problem number 6. It's clearly demarcated. You have the brackets, so no issues with the uh, segments or sections. It's clearly demarcated. You can select this as A, select this as B, and then try to solve it. It's very simple. Again, just make sure you are properly aware of all those closures, pluses in between. So do it accordingly and let me know how many states you're getting. In the meantime, let me drop in the attendance link. Attendance is getting poor day by day. Okay, I've dropped in the attendance link. Kindly go through it. Okay. Very simple question. Let me know what answers you're getting, how many states you're getting. 14 states, yeah. I got it in 14 states, correct? Let me solve it up for those who have not yet completed this. Don't worry, you will obviously, and with practice, you will generate the speed which I am getting. Practice is utmost importance. Practice is of utmost importance. Just keep on practicing and you will develop the speed. Okay. Accuracy is more important, speed is not. करेक्ट होना चाहिए. रॉन्ग डायग्राम बनाओ, स्पीड से बनाओ, कोई मतलब नहीं है. So just cross check your answers. 14 states, yeah. I got it in 14 states. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Correct. 14 states is the answer. Now I hope you have got a little practice. Now I can see the answers are coming quickly as compared to the previous answers. Now I guess you have got the understanding how to create closures, how to create pluses in between, how to create dots. Yes. Kindly let me know if you're facing any issues so far. If you want me to explain any certain part, let me know. I guess people have started developing the logic for these questions. It's good to see that. 14 states are correct answer. Clear. Okay. Okay, so you can take the next question. Last question for the day. Obviously, it's a lengthy question. You can try it as a homework. I'm just showing the question. Write it down. It's a lengthy question, obviously. It's having a large number of states. It's having multiple transitions in between. Okay. So just note down this problem. If possible, you're having 7 more minutes, 6 more minutes. If possible, you can try it. Otherwise, you can take it as a homework question. Let me know how many states you're getting in the next lecture if you're not able to complete it today. That's it. Again, these sort of problems which involve multiple closures, multiple pluses in between. Okay, have a look at the brackets. Try to make sections of the brackets. Okay, this can be your A. Okay, and this complete term, this can be your A because as you can see, this is one set and this entire thing is part of the bracket. This is your B and the entire thing you can take it as C. If you don't want to make multiple sections, then you can stick to this. Okay, because ये दोनों के बीच में plus है, right? So it would be easier for you to separate the sections and then finally C. Clear? Main thing is how you separate things up. And have a note, always start with the innermost plus. लेफ्ट साइड से चालू मत करना, बहुत कंफ्यूजन होगा. ऑलवेज स्टार्ट विद द इनर मोस्ट प्लस, इट विल सिंप्लीफाई योर थिंग्स. ये जो बीच वाला प्लस है, ऑलवेज ट्राई टू स्टार्ट विद दिस. सो बेसिकली क्या होगा कि यू विल गेट समथिंग लाइक दिस, एक स्ट्रक्चर आपको मिल जाएगा कि मुझे यहाँ जाना है, यहाँ जाना है. दिस पार्ट विल बी फॉर ए, दिस पार्ट विल बी फॉर बी. व्हेन आई कंबाइन देम अप, when I add a 1 over here, okay, when I add a 0 over here, that will be my answer. And similarly, इसका क्लोजर भी लेना है. So don't mess things up. इसका क्लोजर भी चाहिए. ऐसा कुछ डायग्राम आएगा, एंड में 1 आएगा. Okay, so always start with the innermost plus and keep on going outside. Okay, keep on moving outside. मतलब यहाँ से अंदर से चालू करके बाहर तक जाना है आपको. Then it will be very simple for you to draw the diagram. Clear? Try it on your own. In the next lecture, we will solve this particular question once again.